Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm attempting to play Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries again, and I've not had a lot of luck with this. It seems it just wants to do nothing but crash non-stop. I posted on the subreddit for Mechwarrior 5, and then the guys are like, oh, you should take those questions over to the official Discord, and when you pre-order it, you get access to this special Discord channel. Well, I go over there, and there's discussion, and then there's bug reporting threads that you can go into, or discussions, whatever they're called on Discord. I'm going to turn VSync on for the hell of it to see if that helps me here. So I go in there and I'm reporting my issues, and some guys start to try to help me troubleshoot it because nobody from Piranha Games steps in there and says a word. And then this jerk off that's like the moderator of the Discord is like, you need to email them direct. And I'm like, alright, fine. But, and then he's like, you need to take this discussion out of here. This is just for bug reporting. And I'm like, I just reported a fucking bug. These guys are trying to help me out by, like, they're telling me, hey man, maybe you're being overclocked is an issue with your video card. Well, I made sure it was running in stock, you know? Still get crashes. And then they're like, hey man, maybe it's because your processor's running at 5 gigahertz and it's a slight overclock for my 9600. And they're like, run Prime 95, and I'm doing that in the background, and I'm reporting back to them. And the guy's just like, you need to keep this discussion for bug reporting. And I'm like, alright, and I got another crash again, and I posted the crash, the details of the crash into the thing, and I go, what does this mean? He's like, I don't know what this means, but you need to email them. And I'm like, wow, man. So, like, that Discord is a fucking joke. And nobody from Piranha Games is actually saying anything over there, nor is anybody over there helping anybody. It's a joke. It's just a bunch of jerk-offs is what it is, man. It really sucks and leaves a bad taste in your mouth, because I go there and try to help them with the information, and all they can do is just email them, man. And then, like, what does the Discord exist for, the beta Discord, then? What the fuck are we supposed to do there? Don't talk about this, go there, do that. Like, really, guys? These guys are a joke, man, I swear to God. And then I did email them, and they asked me for my DirectX dialogues and then the crash reports, and I emailed them off, and I haven't heard anything back yet. So, where it stands right now is I pre-ordered this a year ago, and when it plays pretty good. It's just the crashing thing. It usually crashes right at the beginning when you try to go into the first mission. Or it runs for a while and then ends up crashing before the mission ends. And one thing I can report is that people have said, but nobody from Piranha has said yet, that the control issue I was having where the HOTAS doesn't work, my stick, my throttle, my pedals, none of that shit works right now. It's a known issue, and they are supposed to be working on it. And I can't rebind. I guess I'm not a WADS guy, I'm a left-handed mouser, so I have to use the WADS key with my right hand and then use the mouse on the left, which is a little awkward. So normally, over the years, I've preferred to use the cursor keys on the keyboard, which is more comfortable for me, and it's what I'm used to as a left-handed gamer. And you can't rebind the WADS to the cursors, since the cursors are somehow or another bound to the cycling of the weapon groups, which is absolutely fucking stupid. So they better fix that shit, or this thing's gonna flop hard, and I will get my money back. It looks beautiful. The missions are fun, but it has to not crash, and I have to be able to play it the way I want to play it with my controls, not with theirs. So I really don't know what else to do here. I haven't even messed with resolution scale. That's at the basics, you know. Anti-aliasing's maximum. Oh, let's go to this. Let's make this 16. Let's make that better. I don't know what the sharpening is. I'll turn sharpening off. What the hell? Anti-aliasing quality maximum, post-processing. I mean, I shouldn't have to turn any of these down. So let me change those settings. Let's go back, apply the changes. So I am waiting. to hear back from them and you know, see what they've found out. But I've done a ton of troubleshooting on my end. And come on, guys. I play DCS all day long with this rig with no problems, set up the way it is. I play IL-2, I play Mechwarrior Online, I play Battlefront 2, I play Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. I've got so many other games on here that I dabble in as well. The regular Battletech. Nothing crashes on this machine, man. I don't have problems. So I don't know what the issue is at this point. Let's try this again and see what we get. But that's kind of where I'm at with the issues I've had. I'm waiting to hear back from, you know, the Piranha Tech support people and, you know, see what they have to say about it. I'm trying to be patient here, but I'm getting worried because I beta tested back in the day. I used to be in the video game industry covering PC games, simulations, hardware, all that fun stuff, from the 90s all the way up into the early 2000s. You know, back in 1998, I made about 65 grand sitting on my computer writing for 5 different publishers covering PC games, simulations, and hardware. Good times, man. It was really cool. This is before the influencers and YouTube that we know it today. And I also, on the side, beta tested a lot of stuff because I knew the developers. And I beta tested everything from the original NetMech from Activision for Mechwarrior 2, Mechwarrior 2 Mercenaries, some of the stuff from Sierra Dynamics like A10, what was it, Silent Thunder, and the Dynamics games like Earthsiege 2, Tribes, you know, so many things. And what I'm seeing here is they've got a few working missions, and I think the lines have been blurred as to what a beta or an alpha is this day. And it goes back to what they're doing in DCS too. Like they say it's early access, and some of the stuff like the F-16 was almost an alpha, not necessarily a beta in DCS world when it was released. And this feels like a very early beta, because the early beta is when you have all these crashes and problems and, you know, features that aren't implemented yet. Beta is like towards the end, man. You've really got your shit together by the beta stage. At least it used to be that way in the 90s, man, in the early 2000s, you know, when you hit beta. But like these days, everybody, you know, hey, you know, you have access to the beta before it's released, and it's almost a loose term, I guess, is my point. So this to me has some functioning things, but it does feel like early beta or mid beta more than it feels like a ready to go product. Alright guys, this is usually where it shits the bed, so I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to hit the ready button and let's see if we can actually play a mission. I'm not too hopeful. I think it's going to get wrecked again and crash. If not, maybe we'll get lucky and I can get in here and show you one of the missions. I really want to play this because it's pretty fucking fun and it looks absolutely beautiful. Especially on my 49-inch monitor here at 3840 by 1080, man. It just looks nice, man. Fun stuff. So, I made a couple small graphical changes. I don't think it's going to change anything, but let's hope for the best and expect the worst. If this crashes, then thanks for watching, and I'll report back more later. Here we go.
At least a neutral